Hey guys, Artosis here, bringing you probably the most exciting game that you're gonna see for quite some time. This is the return of Jaedong. Jaedong, of course, the greatest Zerg player in the history of the game. He had to go to his military service, which takes just under 2 years. But guess what? He is back, he is laddering, he is practicing. And this is him right here under the ID Black Tiger 1. His opponent up here under the ID Artosis Teacher, my good friend Scan. Scan did get to hit him a couple of times on the ladder, so this is the first time that they played. Very excited to see what type of shape Jaedong is in. You know, he's probably keeping pretty quiet right now, getting his skills back. When you're literally the greatest ever for your race, I think you probably want to practice and get up to form before you're really heavily publicizing who you are, where you're at, and all that. But, you know, it's hard to hide when you're Jaedong, right? When you are literally one of the greatest gamers to ever have lived. People are going to figure out pretty quickly that it's you there. There's a very few amount of Zerg players that can play to this level. I'm talking like 3 or 4. So, very excited to see what he's going to bring here today on Largo. He is sending his Overlord up to the north. We see the barracks going down here. So looks like Scan is just kind of doing a walled expansion. He'll probably go ahead and make the second depot as well. Now, 2 depots and a barracks don't fully wall this area. But it does make it small enough that you don't really need a bunker if you just have a good amount of Marines, like 4 Marines, 5 Marines, that type of thing. Now, Jaedong going for his hatchery first. No big surprise here. It's going to be mostly what you want to practice coming back. You know, he can work on some of the more aggressive builds later on, but obviously this is a pretty high up ladder match. You know, the fact that he's already to the level where he's hitting Scan with someone who makes it into ASL from time to time. Now, an Overlord spotting what's going on. He sees that wall in. And, of course, just getting his 2 hatchery gas timing. Really hoping that he goes for those Jaedong mutas, one of the best muta micro players of all time. SCV coming out for that scout, finishing up his depot at home. And yeah, looks like he's just going to go ahead and take that expansion. Little cross scout here from Scan. And yeah, we just got to kind of wait and see. I mean, it's a wall, so Jaedong is definitely going to be going for layer here. And up it goes at 252. So that's actually a rather quick layer. You know, there's a whole range for 2 hatch openers. It's anywhere from basically 252, like we just saw there. I actually never see it 252. It's like 53, 54 more likely. Up to 3 minutes and like 7 seconds. That's kind of the range, right? So this is on the quicker end, and if you're slow at all with those turrets, he can punish you. So you got to watch out for that. Now the SCV coming by. Ling's going to catch it, it looks like. Is he going to be able to get up that ramp? Ooh, nice micro there from Jaedong, but the SCV will slip by into this main base. Only 3 hits left here from the Zerglings until it goes down. Oh, just barely missing it right there. Scan trying to keep it alive as long as possible. Of course, he doesn't know the exact start time there on the layer. Let's take a look at his build at home. Okay, so it is an academy rush, a very, very fast academy. Second barracks coming up on the way. 4 Marines, this command center just about to finish up as well. A few Lings going across the map right now. And of course, this is about 2 Marines wide, so you got to be careful. If he brings up a lot of speedlings, he could break through, but this is only 6. So 6 against the 4 going through kind of single file here. Probably not going to be something that works out for him. So don't think that we're going to see him attack. Oh, God, a lurker opening. Okay, so Jaedong going to get very aggressive here. I kind of wanted to see the mutas, but this is not a bad idea to get lurkers out this quickly, considering how fast his lair really was. This is going to be a little bit unexpected from Scan, right? Like, in fact, this wall might... Oh, God, he actually comes in with the Lings. He's trying to reduce that Marine count quite a bit here. And, of course, he's not going to be able to kill all the Marines. He never was going to be able to kill all of the Marines. But reducing that count is definitely helpful. And don't forget, if Scan doesn't figure this out, he's not going to have bunkers in front of his depots. And if you don't have bunkers here in front of your depots are going to go down. Now, let's take a look. He actually Okay, we don't see the engineering bay yet. You'd want to start that by now. It's a 5 minute. 5 minutes is when you want to start. Okay, so he starts it just slightly late, and he does get comsats as well. So the comsats are going to line up where he can check, and he will see what the tech is. So I believe he'll have bunkers up in time that he won't die, but this is very, very dangerous. Multiple lurkers being morphed in the center of the map. We see Jaedong taking another natural right now. Range is on the way for scan already. He starts a bunker. I didn't hear a scan, but I guess he's actually read this situation correctly, already making a bunker here. Now, Jaedong, is he going to go into a macro play, or is he going to try to bust? Because you can just burrow the lurkers and get the depots for free, force this to lift off and everything, and that's really annoying. And go into some macro play after that. Okay, we did just hear the scan. He sees that it is, in fact, lurker. Oh, yeah, he was building the turrets. Okay, because I was kind of wondering about that. But, yeah, we see he just canceled 3 missile turrets. Gonna build a second bunker here as well. Oh, God. He actually goes all the way up, but he used 2 scans. So this is actually a really smart move. The scans take an entire minute to refill. So he has some time to put damage down. But, of course, you can repair through these lurkers attacking. So it looks like scan will be fine here, but like I mentioned before, he's gonna end up losing the depot. Pops an SCV there as well, kind of nice. This bunker, this depot rather, taking just a little bit of damage. We're up to a scan now. So it goes ahead and, well, stims into that bunker with the scan. Jaedong very quickly pulling back, not losing any of his lurkers. 3 bunkers here at the front. Now let's take a look in the main base. Of course, he canceled his turrets all over the place. We have the factory on the way. Oh, very quick hive rush. And look, he has his 3rd base up, and he's rushing hive. He doesn't have that many workers, but honestly, not that many SCVs for scan here either. So, you know what? I don't mind it that much for Jaedong, even though this is like kind of a hard position to play sometimes. He's going, oh God, he's actually going Evolution Chamber and Spire. Okay, so this isn't what I thought it was. I thought in this situation, he would rush up to Defiler as quickly as possible, but he's spending a lot of gas there. It might still be that, though. Like, maybe he wants a few Scourge mixed in. Occasionally, you'll see people that open Lurker go into Mutas because their opponents won't have turrets. But here we see from Scan, he's adding a second factory. So this is actually a really great way to end up dealing with this type of play, right? Like, you have all these Lurkers in the front that you can't push back, and this forces siege tanks. But the thing is, if you just have siege tanks, Defilers get up here basically before you're very far out of your base. So I believe we are going to see some Vultures too, probably. Normally, you won't get 2 factory just for siege tanks in a situation like this. So yeah, I think we'll see probably like 3 tanks into Vultures, but we'll see. Now looking back down here, Spire still making a lot of Hydras popping out. We don't have that Defiler mound yet. That's kind of the big thing that I am watching for right now. Carapace upgrade is on the way, as is that +1 attack for scan, a little bit over halfway done here, and about 1/4 of the way done there. Okay, there's the Defiler mound, so that's kind of the real dangerous thing that could end up happening here, is a Defiler getting all the way up here. We don't have a Radiate ready or anything like that. Okay, so this Marine just checked where those Lurkers are. Scan getting ready to try to push out a little bit. He is, yeah, look at that. Vulture speed on the way, and he does have 3 tanks. And the reason why it's 3 tanks, by the way, if anyone's wondering, 3 tanks in siege mode, 1 shot's a Lurker. So it's the best way to punish. The 4th tank doesn't actually really add anything. So watch, he'll siege up, scan, and then target. Or not target. Well, I guess he did, because that one already took damage. Okay, never mind. Anyways, he kills one, puts some more damage on another. So he's pushed that back out of there. Now, Consume is on the way. This is a little bit of a race against the clock. A lot of Lings coming out right now. Nidus on the way as well for that 3rd base. A lot of Lurkers in here. Now, Siege Tanks don't fare well against Burrowed Lurkers under Darkstorm. They just can't hit them. So that is something that is a little bit worrisome. These bunkers, I think, a bit in the way. Would love to see a couple of those cleared out. The Siege Tanks just kind of zoning everything back a little bit. Marines mostly staying in the main base. Lings coming down. Scourge over on the side. Okay, vessels are coming. We have the speed upgrade already done on these Vultures. Mines on the way. Many Vultures being made right now. I really like this play. Look, oh, he actually already ran a couple of Vultures by. Now, we'll see what type of damage he can get done. Unless the vultures shoot at exactly the same time, you can't kill a drone with just two in 2 hits. It looks like he kills a few of these drones. This was actually pretty good. Okay, it does end up going down, so he doesn't confirm that there's a hatchery there, but he's probably suspecting. But he does some decent damage there on those drones. Now, mines going out. Definitely wants mines all over the place right now. Consume is finished. Plague on the way. Oh my god, chitinous plating already as well. Melee and carapace. Oh my god, Jaedong is doing all the things at once. Like, this is pretty impressive. He actually has 41 drones against 44 SCVs, so his economy is really picking up now. He's basically ahead economically against Scan. We'll see if any of these vultures can get some harassment damage done. That could be a great way to start fighting back here. We do have +2 on the way for the Marines. And yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so there's +2 carapace. There's +2 attack. Okay, very, very important. If you ever get behind on attack upgrades against carapace on ultras, then you actually get slaughtered in the battles. You have to maintain parity there. So very good thing to see that being done very well from Scan. Like, he is focusing getting those upgrades out, still rallying out some more. Well, no, he's not actually. He just stopped the production. So it looks like his vultures have laid a lot of mines, which looks very, very nice. Kind of zoning everything out from him. And he does have a few out on the map, but it seems like he's not making any more right now. Now, Irradiate on the way, 4 more barracks being added, so he's going up to 7 barracks. Going across the map, we do have a good amount of Scourge. The Defiler ready and waiting. A couple macro hatcheries going down. Jaedong now on 4 gases. All right, we're at 12 minutes, and Jaedong has 4 gases after a 2-hatch lurker. All right, it's awesome to see. Just such solid play already out of Jaedong. Now Scan moving across the map. This is a very scary army, no doubt. He doesn't have a second engineering bay yet, by the way, which does worry me a little bit. You know, you can get a little bit gas type, but would love to see those armor upgrades for the Marines come out. All right, Irradiate's coming up. Nails that Defiler, gonna pull it back. You cannot be losing vessels. Okay, gets it back in time before the Scourge can kill it. Has kind of a position in the middle of the map while he takes his 3rd base. I don't like this position for Scan right now, honestly. Like, the fact that there's already 4 bases, and Scan doesn't have any sort of real advantage here, I guess, is the way to put it. Like, he's got some decent tech. His upgrades are okay. He's getting his vessels out now. Let's take a look. Maybe he'll go into battle cruisers from here. I'm not sure. Oh, no, he's just floating that out. So it looks like he is not going to do that. Second starport on the way, so we can get a lot more science vessels with that. Jaedong, in the meantime, starting to field his Ultralisks. You need that additional carapace upgrade, and it is almost done. On the Marines, we do have that +2 attack done, of course. Yeah, gets that +3 started and starts that +1 armor finally as well. So a little bit behind on those armor upgrades, but not nearly as important as the attack upgrades. A few vultures still out on the map. We also saw, by the way, Flyer Carapace. I thought I saw that. Oh, never mind. That wasn't Flyer Carapace. What it was Overlord speed. Now he's getting Overlord drops. So, wow, this is kind of interesting. Like, you never really see anyone play quite like this in Zerg vs. Terran right now, where he's open with the 2-hatch lurker. He went up to reasonably fast Defilers, but 4 bases seemed to be the real thing he was going for, and then into, like, Defilers and Ultras and double Evo. So he's getting, like, lots of great upgrades and everything as well. But the fact that he's going into very quick drops, I'm not sure what the plan is with that, but it's really not something that you normally see. All right, this army coming down. There are 4 lurkers stacked under this Overlord. He's going to have a bad time going into there. Here we go. Starts to move in. Yeah, Darkstorm goes down. Absolutely unable to do anything. And you can see the Defiler instantly jumps back in here as well. In the meantime, the Ultra's going across the map. Some mines being dragged forward. So not doing too well right there, but the Siege Tanks do get picked off. Defiler coming up with these Ultras. And this is really looking right now like Jaedong is going to smash face into this natural. Dark Storm goes down. These bunkers not going to have much of a chance. Another Dark Storm goes down as well. Hitting that third base. A Scourge coming in as the vessels come back. He picks off multiple. Only a couple vessels left over here. Jaedong, did he actually overextend as Scan comes back? Scan setting up this fourth base as well. And actually, like, even though that didn't do quite as well as I thought it would, if you look at the actual position in this game, Jaedong is up 8 workers, but also like 25 supply. And Zerg is the most supply efficient by far and needs the fewest workers by far. So he is dominating in this game right now, looking absolutely fantastic against one of the best Terran vs. Zerg players in the world in Scan. Now attacking into this fourth base location, that single bunker just not going to do it against the Ultra Ling. More Marines stimming and running up. We can see in the production tab a ton of Lings and Ultras and Scourge being made right now. Jaedong kind of clearing that top left quadrant. Lurkers coming up with the rest of the army. Yeah, they burrow very nice on those Lurkers, really adding a little bit of extra splash, but it looks like there's enough bio here to hold on for now, but no, that's going to be it. Scan GG's and Jaedong takes him down. What a return.